behind us is an oil extraction unit, and we have corn oil that's trapped in the corn. It can't be converted to ethanol. So this equipment, which we've had built and are installing in our new little building here, will extract about 1.5 million gallons of corn oil a year from the corn that we normally process.
Now, what would this corn oil be used for?
Well, this will go to a biodiesel plant, and it'll be just like corn is the feedstock for us to make ethanol. Our corn oil will be the feedstock for a biodiesel plant, and it'll get converted very quickly into biodiesel based on corn oil.
Well, Gary, when you bring corn in here, there's no waste. You use everything.
Well, we use every drop of it, and we're finding ways to do more with it. My guys have probably already told you, 1/3 of it comes back to us as carbon dioxide, which we compress and capture. 1/3 of it comes back to us as alcohol, and 1/3 of it comes back to us as distiller's grain. So that's kind of been the 3 products for our first year of operation.
Norm, you're the Environmental Health and Safety Officer here at Central Indiana Ethanol. Give us an overview of what you do.
Well, Ray, I'm in charge of all the compliance for environmental health and safety. Basically, the permitting that's required for the environment. We take care of safety issues, training, and all the activities required to keep the plant clean and safe.
How does the plant affect our environment here in Grant County?
Well, it is an industrial site. We're considered a chemical facility, but in terms of the environmental footprint here, it's a very minimal effect on the environment. We are permitted for air and water, and we do have some discharges or emissions for those, but from my perspective, it's a very minimal impact.
As we come down 18, we see the stack, a lot of steam coming out of that stack. What's in that?
Yes, Ray, that steam is basically steam coming off our corn that's being dried after we finish our process. Mixed in with that, there is some CO2 from the burners that dry the corn. And there's also some nitrous oxides and a few trace elements of some other things.
Some people make the incorrect assumption that that's smoke coming out, and we're always quick to remind them, no. It's just water vapor that's condensing when it hits the air. And here's how I can prove that to you. Drive by our plant when it's 90 degrees out, and you won't see anything. If it was smoke, you'd see it year round.
Right.
But you don't get the condensation when the temperature's above 90.
Terry, you are responsible for the trucking part of Central Indiana Ethanol, both the E-85 part and also the grain side. Tell us about your truck here and what you're doing.
We have a service that we're providing to the farmers that would come right out into the field and pick up corn and haul into the plant, and some of the farmers really appreciate that. They may be tied up with maybe smaller trucks. Some of them only have tractors and wagons. They don't have semis, and so we can haul a pretty large amount of corn in a short period of time and get it into the plant. So we think that that's an asset that is going to go a long way. And if we can help a guy get out of a bind one time, well, then maybe he'll think of us the next time when he's ready to sell.
So Terry, you'll come right out in the field today. We're working with a farmer, and he's dumping right in your truck.
Yes, that's right. And we've been doing that now for about 3 weeks, and we've hauled a lot of corn in, a lot of corn.
Also, you're involved in the delivery service for E-85. Tell us how that works.
Presently, we have available a 550-gallon tank with a pump on it, and we sell that to the farmer or to the consumer. That we don't make any money on that. We sell it at its cost, and then I provide the service of hauling the E-85 directly to them. It cuts out the middleman and lets them have a service where they can actually pump the fuel at home, and we think that we help that part of the situation because they're actually raising the corn and then they're actually burning it. So it's a twofold thing.
And you have tanks available. You'll deliver tanks also.
Yes, sir. We have tanks available. We have some already on hand that all we got to do is just pick them up and take them out and set them just about any place.